Hi guys, I'm Hextrojan, and welcome back to Gaming Hexer. Welcome back to episode 6, in fact, of our star system survival. Only a small amount has happened since our last episode, episode 5. A small amount being a lot of steel plates, mind you. But that's all. The only difference here, really, is the steel plates have been added on. Fleshed it out a bit and gone with my normal black Art Deco look. Yes, I know, very imaginative, but this is where we are at the moment. The base is becoming a bit more weatherproof, let's say. We just need the windows on and the doors and then we'll be there. Let's speed this up a bit. There we go. What I have done off camera is I've gone over to the uranium deposit over there and I've drilled down in such a way that I can walk up and down to the vein and mine it, and I found an iron deposit, as you can see there, iron, just over 1200 meters away, over there, actually on the sort of mountain side in the valley, but not on the glacier over there. So we've been able to basically do this, what you see here. What I wanted to do today was, let's see, I was going to build a reactor, because being so lucky as to find uranium gives me the option now to power this base more efficiently. And by that I mean I won't just be relying on a day cycle to charge batteries. I had to, just to get 3 bar batteries. Sound like I'm talking about a mobile phone, but just to get the 3 bar batteries on these batteries here, I had to turn everything off for a couple of day cycles just to let things charge, and I had to take my ship down. You can see out here the handyman has now got landing gear, and he's grounded for now, because obviously him being docked up there uses power to keep him docked there, and it was another one of the main reasons why we're draining so quickly on power. That, the refinery and the assembler, even when just switched on and not being used, drain a fair percentage of the power needed for the running of the base. So with that said, I went and mined some uranium, and I already have a lot of the resources I need or needed in this cargo container, and obviously some again in our ship out there to build the reactor. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've already got the materials ready for the reactor that we're going to need. Just one reactor, and as soon as I have this connected up, I can turn the refinery on. It should automatically start refining the, if I can find it for you here, not refinery, what am I thinking? Everything I need is in the cargo container. So as soon as I turn the refinery on, it will pull in this uranium, this stone, there's some scrap metal in here, it will pull in as well automatically, and it will start refining that and start automatically filling the reactor. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and once we've done that, we can rest a bit more easy. We can start turning systems back on, like the interior turrets, in case someone wants to be mean and sneak up on us. We'll have at least some form of defense. So moving on, let's get a reactor. Right, you will notice, actually, I did suggest in the previous episode that I was going to put a couple of assemblers here maybe, and that was going to be the layout of the thing, but I figured I'd have a lot more space to play with in here if I used, there was this little gap here that was just annoying me, so I just stuck the assembler in there instead, and it just filled it up nicely, and all that space back there is being used, and it's sort of disguised, so it's not being such an eyesore, you know, by the conveyors and the batteries and that, so they're sort of nicely out of the way. This was only put here to gain access to the on top of the batteries, to make them, must stop talking over the grinder, to make those, to weld those conveyors into place, so I don't really need that anymore. Right, we're going to put, now that we have the space over here, we're going to put the refinery down. The reactor. And I left this gap here intentionally because I thought I'd stick one up here and one down here, and they'd be connected to this, one to each other and two to this conveyor here. So the second that the the refinery comes online, it starts processing ore, uranium ore into uranium ingots. It will automatically start feeding this reactor. So we'll have power and we can start switching things back on again. Proper power. What I might do, because I'm not sure of priorities at the moment with regards to the vanilla game, is just grab that uranium and put it in the first slot of the refinery before I turn it on, just so I know that that's the first thing that will be processed. So on, we should hear it whir up straight away. Here we go. Our reactor should be getting, I could have checked this from over there, but I figured I'd come over here. It's being fed straight away from the refinery. There's 2,000 units or kilos or whatever they're measured in of a uranium ore in here, so I'm not sure what that equates to in ingots, but it's better than what we had. So with that in mind, I'm going to go to batteries and I put them on recharge because I want to start using them as a alternative. Like if we ever, like anything ever happens to the reactor, then we'll have backup. Right, I want to close off this room. Firstly, let's get the interior turrets. We're going to turn them back on. There we go. Just for now. And also, we're going to get the refinery to start doing, the assembler to start doing some work or something. Steel plates, there we go. And I normally do this, I start disassembling everything that I've accumulated so that over time I can use what I have to build other things, and only as I need them. So the assembler is switched off, that's why it's not doing anything. There we go. What I will take from here, I think to build bulletproof windows, or the windows, is girders and the wrong container for starters. Girders and bulletproof glass. There should be plenty to build a 2x3 window here and a 2x3 window here. I think I want the inverted one, if I remember how they align. Yeah, that means the collision mesh will be on this side of the window, which means I won't be able to build in this immediate vicinity here, but it's only 1, 2, 3 blocks and then 2 up there. I can still build, I should still be able to build in there, little space there. And obviously left of that red line there, that red line. Yep, that's the right way around. Sounds like the assembler's still going. How much has it? Let's do them as well. You can see at the moment it's iron, nickel and silicon is what it will be giving us for now. Seems we now have power. I'm going to, I'll tell you what I will do actually, quickly. I'm going to get some components. I'm going to make a little feature out of these windows outside, some construction components. We'll just get some lighting. So we will have interior lights, maybe. I don't want it like that. Oops, wrong button. Like that maybe. One there. And one there. And there. And one there. Right, we probably won't be able to reach some top ones, but we can use the handyman for that. And I'll try and change the colour of these as well. I'm not entirely sure what to yet. Maybe the top ones could be one colour and the bottom ones could be another one. And just double check that. Yeah, we're not gonna today. Unless they did update the hydrogen in the previous patch, so that it now gives us 60 seconds of flight time. I wonder if it'd be wasted just to reach that when I could use the ship. No, I'll just use the ship. I don't want to be being lazy about it. There should be construction components in here already, so. But I also have them in my inventory, so it doesn't matter. 7 hours flight. We'll use the welder. Let's get a good view so we don't bash into anything. There you go. Is one of them done? 2 of them done. That's easy enough. Now let's might as well dock him while we're here. Seems he's not going anywhere now. I hope these landing gears now aren't in the way. I haven't tried to dock him with these landing gear on. I was so off for that. No, it's fine. If it's in there, just dandy. A bit of a clipping it a bit there. But what we'll do is we'll dock and we will set the batteries to recharge. National dampeners off. Now what you'll notice is that it's not told us that our fuel is critically low. Is because now it's using the fuel from the reactor, so that's not something we have to be concerned about anymore. Although it still will face plant into the roof of this structure if I wasn't locked onto that connector and then decided to recharge batteries, because it wouldn't be getting any power from the connector without being actually locked onto it. Oh, that's very wasteful. Light switched on. Have to be in the seat to do that. Let's go to spotlights. 1, 2, make you into a group. And turn them off for now. Yeah, believe it or not, they're off. Right, so I've done my windows, I've done my reactor, I've done my lights, but I want to change the colour of them so we have a bit more atmosphere. I'm going to put some lights in here as well while I'm at it. To think. I'm probably going to want any further conveyors coming out the top of this, where they're a bit out of the way, because then they can go up through the roof and they can feed Gatling turrets and stuff like that, which is actually a good idea, and I think I might run with that very soon. So the 4 and then another one. Let's see if I can choose the right ones. So if I go to interior lights, so 1, 2, 3. Let's do it backwards. There's the one I just built. Here, these 4 are, we'll call them window lights, because that's what they are essentially. Save. I'm a big green fan, so I'll give them a bit, maybe, no, we don't need to go coming too far in past the window. Keep the radius at 1.5 meters maybe. No, what's this? 1.5? Maybe 1.8? Fall off a bit brighter maybe. Don't want it to blink. Be interesting to see them at night, what they look like. I'm not a big fan of white lights either, especially ones that have this weird graphic in front of them like this. Where else can we throw some lighting up? Maybe just into the middle of the ceiling. And then I will have to use my jetpack up there because I'm not going to get no shipping through the window, am I? And we'll just increase the radius of this one maybe. Yeah, hydrogen actually coping quite well. That just brought me down to 88%. So the 2 last interior lights that we built are, we'll say, production floor. Production lights. Well, no, I know what it means for now, until I forget a few episodes down the road what they actually were. And what makes yellow? Anyone know what yellow makes yellow? There we go. Yellow light. Let's increase the radius of those. About as high as it go. Intensity. Is that too bright? Wondering if we need this one over here. Probably do, because it will be a little dark corner otherwise. And we'll figure out what to do out here later. I did say that this area back here was going to be another room. I will get to that, and it will be where eventually the med bay will go. Probably a flight seat, but it will have cryo chambers as well, so the flight seat probably won't be necessary. This is bugging me. Just sort of sitting there in the middle of the room. And obviously we want to keep our assembler busy. Yeah, didn't do those. I wonder what that is. And there's motors still in there as well. Oh right, it's night time. Let's go check out the turn off our shades here, and you can see with our shades. You see with our lamp on, obviously we can see right over here needs lighting, over here needs lighting. If I can find my way out. Definitely need a lot more lighting in here. That's not too shabby. Maybe bring them up a bit. Maybe bring the radius up or the intensity up a bit so they fill that space a bit better. Right, I tell you what I am going to do is I am going to see if I have the materials to build a Gatling turret. Oh, but I still... What do we need to build the ammunition for a Gatling turret? Sorry, let me turn this back on for you lads. Production. Yeah. That's it. I don't know what that is. That one. Well, we definitely need magnesium. So iron, nickel, and magnesium to build that. But the turret itself. Right, it's nearly done. Once it's done that, I'm going to see if we have the materials. Let's see the materials to build a Gatling turret. Just put that stuff back in here for now. So 20 steel plates, 30, 15, 1. And obviously we have access to the inventory on our ship. So let's start doing this. I know I need these. I need a few of these. Can't remember how many. I know I need some of these. Can't remember how many of them either. So what have I got? Steel plates. I've got way more than I need. I'm going to need computers, metal grids. Yeah, I've got enough. Construction components, need 30 of them. 8 motors, 10 computers. Him. And again, while I'm away, check how much uranium we've got. 11 out of 2,000 odd, so that's not so bad. 11 is manageable. Before we forget, we want to... I did, didn't I? Damn it. The components for my flight seat threw them back into the assembly, didn't I? So if the window is around here somewhere, there you are, that means you are there, and your grid goes one back, and that means I can put the Gatling turret here. So actually, that means I need to put a conveyor here. Doesn't seem to be completing the full task, does it? What we'll do is we'll move those for now. Down. Is it because it's full up here? No, it's not full. So I don't know what's going on there. Why it keeps stopping. This is for the Gatling turret, so what about a conveyor? What do we need for a conveyor? $20 interior plate, 30 construction, small steel tubes and motors. Was it motors? I didn't notice that. Look, I forgot to change his colour back. There we go. Excuse me. Right. This gives us a nice excuse to go and get some magnesium, doesn't it? Sorry, I'm going to try and keep this running as much as possible. I'm going to leave those solar panels till last because I know that they will take up an awful lot of space. Yeah. Right, and then when we come back, when we have the magnesium, we're going to throw it into the refinery. We're going to connect the Gatling gun up to the conveyor, and then I think we're on track. So guys, let me show you. Let's go find where some magnesium is first. I know we have some on. I think there's some near that uranium deposit now that I think about it. Let's go show you that. So over here is where you'll find the uranium deposit. Let's see. Let's get our miner in our hands. We can see anything. Silicon is there, the magnesium is there. So what we're going to do is try and get on the same level as the magnesium and create a section that comes away from this. But you see this comes sort of down and back on itself down here, and that's where the uranium is. You can just see it there. That's where the uranium is, down there. If I come up here, I kind of go to follow where the ice meets the rock this way slightly, to sort of then curve down towards that magnesium, and we should be okay. go, just making sure I can still get out. Which way is up? There it is. Good old magnesium.
Inventory full.
Right, let's get this magnesium back. Just enough now to build what we need for our protection. So I'll just drop this straight in here. Lovely. Right, let's get the assembler is really playing up. I don't know if it's when I leave the area or the immediate area, if it stops then or what, but it's becoming quite frustrating now. While I'm waiting for that, I'm just going to improve or increase even the intensity of the window lights. So let's see if that helps. Maybe bring the radius up a tiny bit as well. There we go. I don't know, I think that's looking kind of cool. Obviously more lighting required, but you know, I'm getting there. How long's left? Come on, assembler. Oh, you're taking your time. Why does it skip straight forward to the construction components, I wonder? Let's see what we're going to need to build these again. I'm going to want, so now let's just check this out. 1, 2, 3 straight, 1 curved. So steel plates, construction components, small steel tubes and motors. there was any motors in the let's go down a bit. Okay, so let's go to the assembler. Let's empty its inventory for now. So construction components, go back in there. Motors, alright, so production, assembling, let's build 20 for now. And also 100 of them. I'm happy with that for now. Let's just see what we can do. I imagine there is something I'm forgetting. There normally is. Let's just get the bare bones down for now. Right, construction components, we want 23. We need 11 small steel tubes. There we go. Assembler, small steel tubes. And 1. And I think it was 2 motors as well, if I remember correctly. Yep. And then we can start production of some ammunition. Oh, no, it was 4. So 2 more. There we go, now our Gatling is fully supported. So, in theory, building ammo in here should feed that guy. Oh yeah, of course, we need to do this first. Is it already going to the refinery? It did indeed. 11.6 kilos. So, how does that equate to what we actually need? Right, we should have this stuff. Silver though, do we have silver? No, that's the wrong one. That's the one I want. Don't need silver. Quite about 100 of those. looks like Gatling turret is a mean fighting machine. Good, so that means now we have interior and exterior defences. And just to round that off, what I might do, let's put this guy out of the middle of the room, up into a corner high somewhere, like maybe up here, to watch this area. See his inventory. He's got 50 of those in there. I'll take those out. Sorry, fella. Grind you down. Put you up here. Put you on there for now. Ah, that makes more sense. Although it doesn't make sense for, now that I think about it, for refilling it. Unless there's a little feature here, just for the purpose of rearming the... Where are you gone there? With the turret, we could just do this. No, let's not use them. Let's use this. The old original window block. What do I need for that? Interior plate, construction components, and small steel tubes. Right, so I only had enough to build as many as I got. Maybe a couple of catwalks. 1, 2. Not going right under it, just going up to it. Yeah, 2 then. Catwalk as a large block. Are you here? There we go. I want one of you. One of you. I'm gonna wait for them to build. Do I have them already on my thing? No. One of you. like that. Shame it doesn't have the colour already. If it did, I might have left it like that, but let's see. So that looks. There we go, he is up and running. So this area is pretty well defended. If someone does manage to grind their way through, they might not be prepared as such for that. And then on the top, I'll go around the outside. Oops, I went this way. We have the Gatling over here, which has actually a fairly good view of the entire area. So, with the exception of a blind side on the far side of the solar panels, right, let's see if we can just get a flight seat quickly back, because that was silly. Yeah, we have more than enough. And I think we're going to do that, and I think we'll leave it there for today, because yeah, it's what started off as just a few improvements ended up being many little bits and bobs. I think I'll put it just there for now. Right guys, that does it for episode 6. We've got our production area more or less sorted until I think of some ideas of what we can do with this space over here. We've got our windows up, we've got a bit of lighting going on as well to add a bit more atmosphere, let's say. We have our security is getting straightened out now as well, and with the exception of doors, I think this base is becoming quite decent. I like that effect, to be honest. I think that looks kind of cool. We have our reactor up and running. We have a continuous stream of power. Batteries fully charged, which is awesome, which means the batteries on our thing up there are going to be fully charged as well. I'm quite pleased with progress for today. Guys, if you liked, please hit up that like button, and maybe consider subscribing as well. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Yeah.